Hi, welcome to the Reiki Den. I am Jack, and I am, of course, the Reiki Witch and the Word Witch, of course. And I just wanted to pop in really quickly here. I was working on a project the other day when I was filming, and one of the pieces of that project actually was kind of in the way, and it did show up in the screen. And I had actually said I would explain it later, and then never did explain it on that video. So I wanted to just jump on here and just show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so what you saw was a piece of scrapbooking paper. Okay, so these are all travel based, so they're all like posters and wine corks, and there's a telephone in there. So it's all pretty pretty neutral colors. Like there's one there, and then that's like a leather look. Some books. I didn't end up using that one specifically, and I'll explain why shortly. But what I was looking for was stuff more like this. So those are like old letters, and it's like an overall pattern, right? So there's some letters there that have been stamped on. There's the corks I mentioned. I really like that one. I did end up using that one, even though it doesn't really fit with the rest of them. So there's looks like some postcards is what that one is. So all I did was take like a single sheet of multiple different pages, and I thought I was getting 13. I thought, but I may have done my math wrong because I ended up needing another sheet because I still had cards left. So I did end up getting them all. So what I'm doing is let me back up a step, okay? So I recently started reading tarot for a new platform, Salvia, Salvia. You can download their app on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. It's a free app, so like, hey, check it out. But I started reading for them, and the way that their system works is that you can go to the Salvia app and you can select, a tarot reading, and you can pick 3 cards digitally. Okay. Now, instead of getting an automated response for it, one of the readers on the site, like myself, is actually going to read that read those cards for you. And we're going to leave you a voice message that explains like what that is, and then if you want to go into it in a little bit more depth, you can just select that reader and you can go and do like a full reading if you want. So pretty simple, right? I really like the way it's set up, by the way. Like, I actually am really enjoying being there and being a part of everything, and am having a lot more success there than I had on other platforms that did not seem to care that much about the readers. It was all about the money that the clients were bringing, but without supporting the readers. So I really wasn't doing that great previously, but this Salvia is a lot different, and I really, really like it. So, I mean, if you're interested, definitely, check it out. You can actually even go and find my profile if you want a reading with me. My name on there is Ganeb, which is my temple name. Basically, it's the nickname for my temple name. And I would explain that in a completely different video, but it's Ganeb. You would find me there. So you're welcome to, come over and check me out there. But the reason that I was doing this project is because I like to fidget and do things, and scrapbooking stuff is like amazing to me. I even got into like Bible journaling for quite a long time, and I ended up with quite a variety of art supplies that I was using to do those things. And that was even like when I was Christian for a while. I kind of lost my way on my path, and it kind of took me there. So when I was in that, I picked up the Bible journaling, and I actually continued doing it for a long time after I wasn't even Christian anymore, because I liked the artistic aspect of it. So that's kind of carried over. I no longer do Bible journaling, but I do use the same kinds of tools and techniques to create other things. I did 2 pocket shrines I did one for Sekhmet and one for Santa Muerta, and I used those same techniques to create those pocket shrines. And I will do another, I guess, a little short video to show you guys what those are and what they look like. So anyways, this particular project that I was working on, I decided I was going to do it in a creative way because it was easier for me to stay engaged in it, and I was a lot more likely to actually do the thing, like to finish the thing. So that was kind of what you guys witnessed a little tiny sliver of the other day. So on Salvia, when you choose your cards from the digital deck, and you actually actively choose them, like it tells you, you know, take a deep breath, think about your question, and close your eyes, and then pick 3 cards. So it actually is quite good the way that it's set up. But anyways, I said that already. When you pull those cards, when you tap on those cards, there are reversed meanings. Here's the problem. I don't read reverse meanings. So I need to give myself a crash course in what the reverse meanings are for tarot. So what I've been doing, and as you can see, or probably see, I'm only about halfway through there. There's really not that many there. I actually have from the Fool to the Star. So I literally have 18 of them out of 78 that are actually complete. So what I've done is basically created flashcards, and I've used a variety of different sources to kind of pull it together. All right. So of course they're just index cards. Okay, they're just basic index cards. You can still see like the lines on the cards and everything. And, you know, that's perfectly fine. It kind of helps me to see what's going on. And there's lots of room on most of those cards where I would be able to actually like add additional keywords or what have you if they came to me. So that's good. All right. So on the backs of the cards where it was blank, that's where you'll find the scrapbooking paper. So that's that Japanese one that I said that I really, really liked. So there's, and like I said, there's a few, okay. Here, there's a few of them that are blank still. Oh no, they all have stickers now. Okay. So I do have that scrapbooking paper on the blank side. All right, you can see this one's music notes. That's more music notes. So I've got 3 sheets going on in here, and apparently I'm not going to find anything else right now. Okay, so there's a lot of different sheets in there. So I didn't care so much about the background of the cards. Like, it didn't really matter. The point of having the design there was just because it satisfies that part of my brain that's like, scrapbooking is the best thing ever. Basically, I get to paint, and I get to draw, and I get to glue things. And I don't know, that inner child just loves that shit, okay? Just absolutely loves it. Like, one of my favorite pastimes is coloring, of all things. You know, and I still can't get it past, I can't get it in my head that adults color now. You know, there's adult coloring books. My husband has, like, adult swearing coloring books where every single page has some kind of swear word on it. And you know what? I'm totally fine with that. I would never give it to my grandkids, but I still have it in my head that coloring is for kids. So, you know, whatever. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. They're actually sitting on the desk in front of me. So, of course, I'm squinting at the screen when I need to look at something. So, sorry about that. So, anyways, yeah. So then a couple of years ago, my best friend bought her and myself a copy of this tarot planner. It's called the Ritual Journal. I think I said that right. So it's ritual, but it has a W at the beginning of of it as well. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I've been at work all day and talking a lot. So apparently my mouth no longer wants to work. Okay, so it's Ritual. So it's WRITUAL journal. Okay, and each page you know had so many entries in it for each day of the week, and it was like spreads for the new moon and the full moon, and you know, spread of the month and card of the month, and like there was all kinds of stuff in there, and it was absolutely fantastic, and I loved it. I'm just not consistent enough to be able to use something like that effectively. I personally would need something that was undated. So hey guys at Ritual Journal, if you're listening, try an undated version. Okay. Anyways, part of that journal, when it was sent out to me, when I received it, I actually received 2 sheets of Rider-Waite stickers. And they're just very small stickers. Like you can see the sticker here on the back of the card, right? So it is very, very small. And it's actually pretty good considering how small it is. Like you can see that is the Fool, right? And then I said in my last video that like I really, really appreciate Benebell Wen's work on the tarot with Holistic Tarot. And she has beginner, intermediate, and advanced tarot courses that you can also download on her website. And you can go through those steps. And one of the things that's included in that is also in Holistic Tarot, there's a link in Holistic Tarot for it, is the like basically flashcards that you can use to study the meanings. And I didn't use the pictures because I have stickers and I wanted to use the stickers. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so I didn't print the fronts of the cards. All right, I did print the backs, however. So back to the Fool again. So now I have, it's hard to see because like the word keywords is covered over there. It was just a little bit too, almost too big. But keywords, I have innocence and beginnings. Okay, I know it's backwards, but you can see them there. And then I have the upright meaning, which of course I know, and then the reversed meaning. So that's what I was working on. And I'm actually still working on it because these are the only ones that are completed. And part of me is like, just finish the majors and work on them. And just, you know, work your way through them over and over and over again until you memorize them. And while you're doing that, you can start creating the rest of them. So I don't know, I may do that. I don't know. It might be a good time to do like an all majors reading, right? So maybe I could do something with that and get used to using just the majors for something, right? Like who knows? So I'm not quite sure how that's going to play out and how I'm going to actually go through the process. Sorry, they're really badly curved and it kind of bothers me. They need to be flat. So yeah, so that's what I was working on. It's just like boring rote memorization. But I know myself very well, and I know that I would learn the keywords much better or the definitions much better if I was doing something like this, where I was actually interacting with them as I was creating these cards. So every time I do one of these, I actually have my deck, which is actually not nearby. Maybe it is. Oh, it's on my bed. Sorry, it's over there. But I would have it nearby, and like as I was like gluing these meanings onto the cue card or the index cards, I was actually reading them and like looking at the card as I was doing it. So I get that creative like connection to it right off the bat because I'm physically doing something and I'm more likely to remember it. And that's a trick that I learned for actually learning and memorizing things, is that if I'm doing something with my hands, I am much more likely to be able to remember what it is that I'm trying to learn. So while I'm not somebody who doodles, I am somebody who fidgets. So, I mean, it's worth trying it out, right? Like, let's see what I can, what I can do. So yeah, that's what those are all about. So it's just this little project, and I'm actually quite happy with how it's turning out so far. I did go through an entire large glue stick already, so I'm not too happy about that. I have some white glue, so I just put it on like a plastic mat that I have for my crafting, and I'm just applying it with a paintbrush, so it's still nice and thin, but it works quite well. So yeah, so that's what that's all about. And like I said, I knew I had said I would tell you guys all about it later and never did. So here I am telling you all about it, and it is later, so I did keep my word, right? Okay, so I am going to cut this off here. It is my hubby's birthday today, so we're going to be just hanging out with the kids, and the grandbabies are in bed, so just adults, and probably play a game or something when he gets home. They're all at work right now, so I'm here on my own with the babies. So I would love to hear your input on the usefulness of the reverse meanings of these cards. It's like, I've been reading tarot for over 20 years. I think it's like 23 years I've been reading tarot. And in all of that time, I have never, ever, ever used reversed meanings. And now, because the Salvia program uses reversed meanings, reverse cards rather. I need to learn those meanings, and I need to learn them like now. So hence the reason for the flashcards, right? I'll be a lot more likely to remember them if I do it this way and like have the picture there, and I can, there's all kinds of different things I can do. So I will keep you guys up to date on how that is going, of course. If, as I said before, if you are interested in stopping over at Salvia for a reading, just download the Salvia app from your app store. Again, it's SALVIA, and you'd be looking for Ganeb. You'd see my picture, you'd see my face. I'm there, and just drop in, say hello. We'll do a reading for you. I will keep in touch with you guys about the reverse meetings, because I mean, who doesn't want to learn more about tarot? I mean, I personally do. I'm like kind of a study freak, so I'm all about studying and learning. My problem is applying the knowledge. All right, not with tarot, but like with other things. And yeah, I'd really like to hear what you guys think about using reverse meetings. Do you use them? Do you not use them? Are you indifferent? Do you not care? Did you even know there were reversed meetings? Whatever you feel like sharing would be amazing. So I'm definitely not complaining about having to learn them now. I had just never really used them, so I didn't feel like I needed to learn them, and I probably should have. So don't forget to learn those. Even if you don't read with them, make sure you know what they are. At least that's what I'm learning. So, all right, I said I was leaving, so I'm leaving. I hope you guys all have a lovely night, and that your new year was amazing, and we'll chat soon. Bye.